Okay, driving under conveyor belts freaks this thing out for some reason. I need building materials. All of the building materials. Just give me stacks and stacks and stacks of them. Thank you. I'm gonna go build a big bridge now. Okay, well, I think that the quartz it's definitely dead ahead right there. I think that's the hill. Remember when we were standing on a hill and looking at our bridge? I think it was that hill right there. And it looks like I can straight shoot to it from right here. If I wanted to do 2, might even clear this if I went 3. Well, no, I wouldn't. If I started here, though, maybe. What side of this giant archway do we want to build on? I noticed I still had my light on. I'm not turning it off either. This is staying on. We could build it from here. I can't tell which is a straighter shot, though. This looks like it might go straight to that ledge. Alright, no going back. Let's get started. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I think I'm starting to see my mistake. I think that the quartz is not on that little bluff there. Can I use that word? Is that the right word? I think it's up there. In fact, it definitely is. And we were standing right there. And that definitely does line up more with the other side of that rock. It'd be... We're this invested. We might as well see this through. For those of you wondering if I'm going to run electricity along the ground this time, no? No, maybe if I had the jetpack, and maybe I'll do that. Maybe we should get the jetpack going. If I had the jetpack, it would make traversal a lot easier, like a heck of a lot easier, and maybe then, and only then, I might consider traveling along the ground to place the power poles, but this bridge already has power poles on it, so we might as well just continue that trend. Ooh, don't like this. Don't like tree poking up through here. We'll have to deal with it, but I don't like it. Okay, so at some point, I have to start building up, and I want to do that as close to that rock as possible, but I don't know how close I can get to that, so maybe we should start going up now. Just have the rise right here. I kind of wanted it to have some sort of, yeah, I don't know. I'd like it better if this was up level to that. Like a lot, I don't know. It's hard to explain my reasoning when I don't even understand my reasoning. Maybe we can build up to it, and then if I feel like it later, I can come back and I can adjust where the actual rise is. But for right now, I don't want to take the risk of getting too close and starting to build the rise and then realizing we started too close and then having to undo it all and then take a few steps back and try again, only to realize that once again, we're too close. It just seems like it would be an awful hassle. Should I be using such a steep incline here, or would it make more sense to use a lesser incline? It would certainly take longer to reach the same height. Also, we've not made it that far. There's that bridge with the guy we fought one time, and then that's the road down to Spider Cave, which I think is like right over there, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere like right in that area. So yeah, we haven't actually traveled all that far. What are my other options in terms of ramps? I mean, I should know at this point. I've built them so many times. Foundation, this ramp. What if we did that instead? What if we bound that to 4? We'll keep this here. And we did like a nice... Because the thing with this ramp is it's such an not an abbrevious, but an immediate incline. A straight-up incline that it can cause some handling issues for me on occasion it has. And a more moderate incline, slightly less aggressive incline, might be better suited for this task and look better. We may at some point realize that we've made a mistake using the more aggressive inclines in the past. We might want to go back and rethink all of our bridges, but we can't. We literally cannot. They're all like perfectly shaped and sized. I mean, I guess I could. It would take a long time. Whenever I build one of these bridges, I'm perfectly happy to invest the time necessary to get the bridge built. That doesn't bother me at all, knowing that hours of my life are going to be invested into this, especially considering it's the biggest series on my channel. Literally tens, if not dozens of people tune into every episode. So, with that in mind, I don't mind investing this much time into a project. But then thinking about redoing that project, which is essentially double the time, because you got to go through and F everything you built before, and not F in the chat to pay respects. I mean F, and then that's the button you push to get the delete tool. So you got to press F, get the delete tool, and then slowly go through and delete everything. It just seems like it would be an awful hassle, but maybe that's me. Oh no! That's poison in front of me! We're building directly towards poison! Dadgummit! And we've made it this far! The hassle of going back and building on the other side of that rock is too much. Maybe we can build over it. Maybe it's not too late. I mean, I do think that this incline is not quite steep enough, and we started too close. Remember me talking about that before? I think if we'd started with the regular incline, which is literally double this, we would be fine. But it looks like oof. We'll find out. Maybe we can go over it, though. I don't know how high that extends, that poison extends. Maybe it won't be such a hassle if we're driving over it. We also have to come down on the other side, though, is the thing. So we're going to have like a pretty abrupt 90-degree turn. The only kind of turn you can do in this game, I might add, when dealing with these particular materials. Alright, well, small blessings. Even if we had tried to go over there, it's also poisonous. That's the ledge we need to be on. That's the ledge we were standing at. Shrek me. On the plus side, this lined up almost perfectly. Like, this was almost perfect, what we've done here. And I'm just gonna keep going. What are we gonna do when we get into the poison? Shrek, I don't know. Also, we're all out of... Do you think we can blow those up? Let's try. Let's try it. Let's see. What have we got? Got our... Where are the explosives? Where are the explosives? Did I get rid of them? There's that. Is that it? I don't think we equipped that. There's some sort of tool. There it is. Our detonator. And we want to switch to the detonator. Press R to reload. And, like, chunk that. I don't know where that went. We need to get closer. You know what amazes me in this game is you can travel somewhere on foot or even by vehicle, and it feels like a hecka-long journey. You're going the distance. You know, you're going for speed. She's all alone in her time of need. That's a reference to a song many of you will probably not know or have ever heard of. But once you build a bridge to it and you look at it, you're like, that's not actually all that far. When you look at it in a straight line like this, it's like, oh yeah, the quartz is right up there on the side of that mountain. No big deal. Now, if I had to go to it via the ground and go through that valley below us and through Spider Cave and all of that to reach it, yes, that would be a hassle. You know what's crazy is I didn't even realize what this was beneath us when I was at the quartz. Also, is this going to roll back, down this hill when I stop? Like, if I stop and get out, what's going to happen? No. Okay, I'll go ahead all the way to the top then. But when you're up here looking down, this feels like an unfamiliar valley. But that's just the valley you drive through to get to Spider Cave beneath us. It's not crazy or anything like that. I don't want to get so close to the poison that I start taking damage and then panic back out of here and then break the vehicle or send it flying off the edge. Oh, hi there, Edge. But yeah, that's just the valley right down there. So, I mean, granted, we haven't been to a lot of these places, but it does look far more alien. Well, I mean, everything here looks kind of alien, doesn't it? That's the idea. That's the idea. Okay, how close to this can we get? Right about there. Okay. And now we want to switch over to our explosives. This is the big idea right here. This is it. Oh. Throw it. I think it. Okay, well, we can't take it out then. We'll have to go around. Unfortunately, that's the only thing we can do. That's the only time a man can be brave. It's when he's scared, when he's afraid. I don't know, whatever Ned Stark said. I'm not super happy about right angles in my bridges, but what can you do? You know, we don't really have any other choice. Is that good right there? Let's go one more. I think you can clear away a lot of that shrubbery there by just running over it. And we'll continue on over. We might not go down to that edge. We might keep going around this corner. Oh, well. That was a mistake. Yay, there's the old quartz. So we'll drop down. Okay, and then we'll build the ramp from the top down. Okay, so we've now got a bridge to the quartz that is very narrow and very dangerous, but a lot faster than going through these creepy spider cave. So that is something. I can't, of course, widen it. Look at that, though. That is entirely absurd and unnecessary. We could have made that at exactly half that length and gotten the same amount of rise if we'd used the other. Well, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Now we got to get power over here. How is power going to work? Oh, wait a minute. How is power going to work on this incline here? I hadn't thought of that yet. Problem for later, I guess. I got to get this thing down there. Should we make a turnaround up here? That might be the wisest decision we could make. I mean, alternatively, I could have dismantled this thing and then turned around and reassembled it pointing in the direction we want. But it's got an inventory full of stuff. Would have had to transfer it all back over. That would have been a hassle. This is making me very nervous because I don't know when the last autosave was, and I haven't made a manual save, and whew, if we fly off the edge, I might just have to accept that I need to build another vehicle. I figure I might as well go ahead and widen this to 3 wide. I know, I don't need your comments. I have a problem. It's a real issue. I actually find this to be really calming. I have another video open or a podcast playing, and I just kind of sit back and I build and I let wherever the bridge takes me, take me. But we're going to build that. And then kind of as we do that, we'll have a power line coming along here. But I got to go get more materials for it. Because as you can tell, I don't have any materials for it. Low-key overclocking everything. Because we're not getting enough limestone processed. I need more concrete. And I need it a lot faster than we're currently getting it. How about you? Can you be over... Oh, you're fully overclocked. Dadgummit. We need to replace you with a Model 2 then, I guess? Because this certainly isn't up to snuff. Alright, you. Your time on this Earth has come to an end. You have served us well. This thing has been operating since pretty early on in the series, I gotta say. And it's been doing good work. But now it has come to an end. Rip in peace, Miner MK1. And say hello to the latest and greatest Miner MK2. Which is only the latest and greatest until we unlock Miner MK3, which may not be a thing also. We might have to update this conveyor belt. I hadn't considered that, but that conveyor belt might also be a hair too slow. There we are. I guess we can try it for a second because it's easy enough to upgrade after the fact, but first we gotta actually hook onto that. That's not a conveyor belt I have selected there. What a throwback to the old days. Do I have what I need to make conveyor belt MK2? Yes. Let's just hook it up and see where we get. So, how much are we moving here now? What's our export? We gotta hook you into some power, don't we? Where did we have this thing plugged in at before? Right there. Okay. Operating. The bore is started. You don't need to bore a hole. There should already be there. There should already be one there from the last mine. Apparently not, though. So we're mining a fresh new hole. 60 per minute, it says. I can't remember what the last one was doing. I can't remember whether or not this was an improvement. But you know what we can do is we can get that thing going a bit faster. Adding some upgrades. Boom. 90 per minute. Awesome. And now we can wait and see how many this is going to start producing. How is this going to maintain? Is it going to maintain? We got to wait for concrete to come into it to find out. I've got a feeling we're going to need to put some more in there, though, so let's see. Yeah, okay, so it's still just a hair slow? Maybe, because the first bit of this conveyor belt is going to be before we put in that upgrade, right? So maybe here now it'll... No. No, it's close, though. Okay, maybe add one more speed upgrade? Assuming, wait, oh, they're stockpiling inside of here. So the conveyor belt is a limiting factor. Can only move 60 resources per minute, so we're already maxed out. Oh, we can upgrade this, though. How much of this is going to get upgraded? This is to MK2. And we can only upgrade, like, half of it. Hold on, I've got the materials to manufacture reinforced iron plate right here. We are going to be good to go after this. How many do we need? Probably 8. I think 8's going to be enough. So let's get that back up there. And, boom. Upgrade that bad boy. Alright, so we've got a good significant speed upgrade now. We should see this decreasing over time. Yeah, it's down to 35. It's starting to go into 34, so that's decreasing. And you should now be running at full speed. And there's nothing we can do to make this machine faster, unfortunately. There's probably a better version of it, but it's overclocked to 250%. So that's as fast as this is going to go. So that should help us with our concrete problem. We're running out of concrete. Yeah, look how densely packed that conveyor belt is now. Oh, we're out of fuel. This thing runs out of fuel constantly. At least it ran out of fuel at a decent time. It hasn't been doing that in the past. Been breaking down with spiders chasing me and whatnot, but look at the density of that compared to, like, right up here. Yeah, we're doing good stuff right now. We're gonna die. This is how we die. Oh my gosh, we made it through. Alright, despite the fact that we have accelerated the production of concrete to an insane level, I mean, it's not really that much, I keep running out of the stuff, so I decided to let it build up for a while I focus on trying to get all of the power lines ran, and then that way, we'll also be having, finally, having some quartz manufactured. This wasn't what I had planned for today. This wasn't at all what I wanted for today. I had entirely different plan. Dang it, I'm all out of concrete. No, it's fine. We can recover some over here. Take apart that bridge. We'll put it back together in a bit. I kind of want to get this ran though. So yeah, this is what we're doing. This is what's happening. Hold on, I've got to actually have this here, so I know how this is going to work. Should we jump over to right here, maybe? Yeah, we can do that, and then we can bring this around the corner. How is this going to work? Can I plant it up there? I can't quite get up there is the issue. It'd be nice if I could have it go up there. Oh, you know what? We can build a temporary... I mean, I guess we can build a temporary foundation, like, up to there. Yeah, we can make this work. Just have to dismantle part of the bridge, you know, to make it work, so we actually have enough materials. But by the time we get back, we should have plenty, and I mean plenty, of concrete to make these things happen. So, you know, I'm not even worried. Can we plant up there now? Can we get a power line there? Yes, yes. Yes, okay. So we go from there to there. And at long last, we have done it. Let's make sure this thing's actually running and we're not overloading the power grid. Because that's a clear and present constant danger for us. Is that we might start overloading the power grid. 120 raw quartz per minute. Excellent. So now we can leave that alone. Did y'all hear that? That heavy breathing sound just then? No, just me? Okay, good. Let's get the heck out of here. So the only issue I had over here was getting the power ran upward. So I've had to do this stair-step thing. Now, I do plan on coming in and filling in some of these, the ones in between, with ramps. But I'm not too pleased with that, and I wish that there was a better way. When we have a jetpack, I might just run the electricity along the ground. It'll be a lot easier to do when I can fly a little bit. You know, I don't have to fly, you know, long distances or anything. Just sort of a... Have you ever played the original Battlefront 2 on the PS2 or the Xbox? And it was on PC as well. I have it on PC too. But you can do... There's the Shock Trooper. And there's two different jetpack troopers. There's the Clone Trooper that has a jetpack, which is the better jetpack. You can fly around properly. But then there's the Stormtrooper Shock Trooper, which for some reason went backwards in technology, which is pretty common, I guess, for Star Wars now that I think about it. But it has like a jetpack that only propels you up and slightly forward in like a burst, and then you have a shock weapon. If you were thinking that the sort of jettison forward with that jetpack was the shock part, no, they actually have a shocking weapon, which is in no way shocking. It's in the title, you would expect it. But even if it's just like that, and I can just kind of shock up to hills and whatnot, that'll be great. And just like that, the bridge is done. Oh my goodness. And it's looking good. Got this nice exaggerated wall here to prevent me from careening off the edges. Got power ran. And most importantly, the thing that we set out today to do is completed. Look at that. Look at all that quartz we're getting. This is not what we planned to do. Just so we're clear, I'm doing a funny right now. This is a gag. I didn't want to do this. This just happened somehow. I don't really know, but here we are. We've got a lot of quartz now. Quartz is automated. Is it being taken back? No, because we're waiting on monorails, which I guess is going to be the next big project, is working towards that. But that requires a lot of computers. Requires a lot of oil. It requires a lot. But we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. Possibly next time. Until then, thank you folks for watching. God bless you. And I will see you later. Bye!